Hey kiddos, this week we're doing some review with perimeter. Specifically, we're doing review with perimeter of squares and rectangles. With a square, all four sides are the same. So our formula to figure out perimeter for a square would be P equals 4S. Whoopsie, that didn't like. P equals 4. And I have to do that. P equals 4S, or 4 multiplied by whatever the side is. Each of these sides are worth 8, so you would take P would equal 8 multiplied by 4. And 8 multiplied by 4 is 32, and we would have our inches. Another way of thinking it is you're just going to add each of those sides, right? 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is also going to equal 32, right, kiddos? So either way, you would be able to find out the perimeter of that square, because perimeter is finding the measurement around the outside, right, kiddos? The outside. All right, the next one is a rectangle. And a rectangle, each of those sides, you're going to multiply by 2 if you were to figure it out. So 6 multiplied by 2 is 12, and 15 multiplied by 2 is 30, and then you add those two up, which equals 42 centimeters. Another way of doing that is you could add those, right? You could go 6 plus 6 is 12, right, kiddos? And you could do 15 plus 15 is going to equal 30, and then you add those two up, and you also get 42 centimeters, because this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. Now, if you were going to be looking for the missing parts, or the missing numbers, to find out the perimeter of a shape like this, you would look at the opposite side to see how to figure it out. Well, this whole length is 15, right? The whole thing here is 15. And we need to figure out what the missing part, the number is over here. The way we would do that is we're going to look at what this side is, right? Because this side says this is 4 feet. And this whole length here is 15. To find out the missing part here, we would take 15 and subtract the 4 from it. So we would have 15 subtract 4, and we get 11. So that would be our missing number over here, would be 11 feet. Now we need to figure out what this missing part is. Well, this whole side over here says this is 6. So if we wanted to find out the missing part here, we would subtract this number, because this is half, or this is the other part of this side, right? It's opposite of this side. So there's 12 for the whole side, and this is 6, and then this would be equal to this part, right? So we're going to take 12 and we're going to subtract the 6 from it to figure out what this missing part is. So 12 subtract 6 is going to give us 6. So this would be 6 feet. Now, in order to figure out the perimeter, we need to add all of these numbers up, right, kiddos? So we're going to add each of those numbers up. We're going to add 12, 4, 6, 11, 6, and 15. Well, let's look here. I like to regroup a little in my head as I'm doing this because it helps me. So this right here is going to be 12, and these three together will also be 12, and I know 12 plus 12 is 24, so I'll put my 4 here. I'm going to bring my 2 up here. 2, 3, 4, 5. So our answer would be 54 feet. Oops. Our answer would be I'm going to move the answer over because I keep touching the side here. Our answer would be 54 feet. Okay, kiddos? So that's just a little review on how we do this. If you're having any more questions, shoot me off a message. I think most of you really do get this, but just in case, I thought I'd send out a video just as a little bit of a reminder.